Okay, guys, I just realized we are at the end of the month. I did not even register with me. This is the Spellbinders October 2020 card kit review. I already did the, I got the works this month, and so any links I'll have in the description box are affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase any items through those links. And so thank you guys so much. And I've already done the small die of the month for this month. I did the large die and the small card I sent out already. So somebody here actually received that. I have the large die of the month. And then I have this cute little project that I did with the APG die that makes that cute little camera. I made it into like more of a mini album with rings. But we have yet to work on the card kit. Now, the way Spellbinders works is the whole month that you sign up. If you sign up on the first, you sign up on the last day, it doesn't matter. You're going to get what they show you there on their preview, you know? So this will still be available until October 31st. I know someone had said that they signed up on the last day of the month. Was it you, Gina? I don't quite recall because I get a lot of messages, a lot of comments. But she said she signed up at the end and they sent her the next month's kit, and then she contacted them and they went ahead and sent out the right one. So they'll make it right, I'm sure. But normally, 1st to the 31st, 1st to the 30th, whatever the last day of the month, you're going to get that month's kit. So this is October's kit. You should be able to get this if this is something that you like. It's still going to be the one you get sent out. So we have this cute little Santa, and basically his little legs move. So that's what's adorable about this one. Again, the kits always have lots of things that you can put together in different ways. In that there are die cuts that make a quick card, or you add them as accents, or however you want to do it. But there's always card bases and envelopes. We have some pretty sequins. Oh, these are cool. I like that. I don't know if you can see that. There's some larger, like these little tiny ones, and they're sequins, but they're sequins, but it's only like the center. They're so tiny. How cute. So I know there's something that's like that. That's like we call ojo de pájaro, but that is an actual sequence. Like it has the little shape of a sequence, but tiny. Okay, so this is the Dancin Santa die cut shapes. Again, just a ton of die cuts that you can just make a quick card with, or use them however you like. We always get our adhesives. There's always a strip, runner, and then your dimensional, which is really great. We're going to use the dimensional today. The little stamp set, and a lot of things, these things you can buy separately, but you know, this comes all together. But you can buy more paper, you can buy the stamp set separately. I think usually the die cuts, they usually offer some of the items separately later. But make it jolly, how cute. Wishing you peace, love, and joy this holiday season and throughout the new year. Merry Christmas. Some really pretty cute sentiments there. Chipboard pieces. Aw, with that same little reindeer. So cute. And then the little puffy stickers, which are adorable. Oh my gosh, this is so adorable. Look at the little... I love that. The snow globes. And like, I normally don't use this kind of thing in my crafting or card making, but it'd be cute to put on an envelope or maybe on the back of the card, you know, made by, and then have the little sticker or something. I don't know. Those are really cute. Again, these are kind of like puffy stickers. They're more like plastic feeling, like hard plastic, like a shaped, what do they call them? Like vacuums. Like they're shaped in a way so they're rounded, but they feel hard, not like that squishy. Really cool. Of course, our dies to make our little Santa with all his little bits. And then our paper pack. I'll look through that real quickly, because we're basically going to focus on the Santa in this video. So this is Dancin Santa. That's right. The whole kit thing is called Dancin Santa. I didn't mention that at the beginning, but really cute papers, one-sided. Aww. Oh, that one's even cuter. Did I not buy two? Did I buy two of this? I feel like a lot of times I go ahead and add an extra paper pack. They're like $4.50, I think, when you sign up. This is really cute. If I didn't, I'll throw one in whenever I make my next order. And then you get 10% off the site, even if you're just a member of the small die club. So cute paper. Oh my gosh. Look at all that. Oh, so cute. And then it repeats. So there's two of each type. And then there's always, obviously, our base papers. And this month we have some kind of slick black paper, which is interesting because usually they give you one that's like textured, and it's not. It's very smooth on this side, a little bit rougher on this side, but it's not a texture. But it's probably because you are going to use these to build up your Santa. And then we have this red paper, again, smooth paper. Pink. A lighter pink. That's really thick. I thought that was two pieces. White. light blue, a minty green, a beautiful gold that is double-sided. When you order this on their site, I love their gold paper. It is only single-sided, which is interesting. So I'm not sure how to get this double-sided one other than in the kits. And this is a really smooth green paper. So hopefully, and I'm thinking everything you need to die cut is in here, which is great, the colors, because I know a lot of times some companies will leave something out and you're like, okay, I need this color paper, I need the black color paper or whatever, and it's not in the kit. But it pretty much looks like what you need for Santa is here. So what I'm gonna do is pretty much probably make something very similar to what we have going on here. Only because I love that snowman paper anyway, so I was probably gonna use that, and then we gotta build up our little Santa. So they're showing you the pieces that you need cut out of the red, out of the white, out of the, you know, skin tone, and then his nose is a little deeper pink. That's what they did. They did a lighter pink for the face, a deeper pink for the nose. Of course, you can switch out to whatever colors you like to use for your Santa. And yeah, we'll build them up. So let me clear some of these things away. Let me look at these dies and see which ones we need for the base here of our Santa Claus. Hold on. Okay. It has like the smallest little... There we go. We'll check these out right here. So these are pretty cute. You see how he has like a little something to say? Like a word bubble, I guess. We have the I love cookies. We have better not pout, which I think is what I'll use. That is adorable. This has all his pieces. Okay, sorry, I knew I had to sneeze. All right. All the pieces, I believe, that are going to be white. It looks like it's the trim and his little beard and all that. So white, red hat, or whatever color you want to put him in. Green is really cute too. Obviously, Santa doesn't normally wear that, but I think that'd be adorable. I know that's more elf colors. We have his little face and his nose, which are going to be cut from 2 different pinks. So you're going to have to cut this one twice out of the 2 different colors or whatever color you're using. Red legs. This stuff is all black. It says boots, his buckle. If you want to make his buckle a different color, you're going to have to obviously run this through a different color. So this is his little legs. This is, I'm assuming, his little body. Yeah, so that should also be red, red, red. I'm trying to put these things in groups. This is the quotation bubble. Kind of interesting that this piece is separate. It could have just been the one, I don't know. But okay, so we have that in whatever color we want, whatever drop in. I'm going to do better not pout. Let's see, he has a little gift if he wants to hold a little gifty. That's so cute. They did it in white. Just, so which I'll probably do too, just to make it more easy to follow along. And then what is this? This is some stuff. Okay, hold on. We got his arms that are also in red. That's what it looks like. I literally have no idea what this is. Like, trying to figure this one out. Maybe it's something like something he could hold, because it looks like a paper that's like cut. Maybe is there a stamp that looks similar? Let me see. I don't see it on here as something that he needs, so let me see what we got here. Huh. It looks like something, you're gonna fold it here. Do you see that? And then it's like a little scroll. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. I have no idea how I'm gonna figure that one out. Let's see, our cookie is a symbol. Yeah, maybe it's just like supposed to look like a little something. I don't know, guys. You guys can let me know. What do you think that is? Okay, I'll be right back with the papers cut down a little smaller because we don't need a ton of it, and then we'll just roll them all. I just grabbed all the papers and just cut pieces that I kind of eyeballed what it is that we need to cut from each one, and easy enough. So again, this guy, we can probably cut them both at the same time, to be honest, if we roll them both through, because Spellbinders dies are usually really, really great. So I don't know, but this stuff's pretty thick. All right, we'll just do one at a time. But if you want to try it, you can definitely try it. That way it saves you some time. So we're going to roll this one through the dark pink and through the light pink. Okay, that was the one with the little face and the nose. And then out of the black, and if we bring back our little piece, you can kind of have an idea. We want this. All right, and I'm going to put this in here. Better not pout. Oh, you know why it's separate? Because you need a background. So if, well, I guess it still doesn't matter though. You can put them. But either way, the next one's going to be white, or whatever color you want peeking behind your little sentiment, right? And then the I Love Cookies, they did a little heart just to be cute with the red. So you would run it through black, white, and red. I'm only going to run this through black and white. The other black item that I need is this one here with the belt. And then I'm also going to run the belt one through again with a littlest, tiniest piece of the gold for his belt buckle. Okay, so we have that. But I'll run this one through again, just a little piece in that area where the buckle is, and run that through. And then we have red. So red, red, and make it like a little puzzle so I can save as much of this area as I want. I'll do it this way just in case I end up with accenting something red. Oh, even behind the little bubble I could do that in red. If I'm going to do that, I better move this over even more. I don't know if I'll have enough space for it. It doesn't have to be complete because it just has to cover that back area. So maybe we'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to stick these guys down. And yeah, I think I'll let behind the bubble peek out in red. We can let it peek out in white, whatever color you want. And these guys, so a little white gift just like in the example. And here we go. And you might hear Miranda because she's just sitting in the room kind of playing with her Barbies. And I'm sorry I had my head down so it might have been hard to hear me. But I did learn how to mess with my volume in my video editor, so I think hopefully I can turn it up, and then that way if you need to turn it down, that's great. It's harder to get it higher, right, once it's low. Okay, so I'm going to run these through a couple at a time, have everything cut out, and I'll be right back. So I have my pieces here. I think I cut out everything but the buckle, but let me pop this out of here real quick. Let me get that ready. Okay. Again, I used whatever was extra here. Sorry, let me bring things over here. I just popped out the letters. Because I don't need it to be complete, right? We just needed to cover that back area, so I was able to do that. I'm just going to glue this down. Okay, so this time I'm just going to put the glue around the back here. And then we need that little piece that makes it look like you're saying something. And you know what it is? I suppose the reason this is separate is if you do want him talking out of this side, or do you want him talking from the other side, you can put this wherever you need it to be, right? The little thing. So I'm just going to put it over here. I'm just going to tuck that in between the layers. Hopefully that'll hold on to it. You see that there? All right. Very cute. We have Better Not Pout in red. It looks a little more warning sign, doesn't it? Okay, and then I have all my pieces here, but they laid them out obviously the way you want to layer them up. I'm just curious to know, I think we should do the body first, just so that we have something to work off of. There are lines on here. I don't know if you can see them. There's like little there you go, score marks so you know where to put things. And it looks like we need our white, this area here, right in here. There's like a bump for it. I'm just gonna put this down because I know that black piece is gonna go right over that. So you can see there's like a little bump, so I'm just gonna line that up with that little bump. I think that's good. I'm assuming that's where that goes. That looks about right, yeah. So one thing with this glue is you can't really move it after you've put it down. So I'm going to hold this up a little bit because my eyesight's just like, ooey. And then we're going to use the black belt. So cute. And you clip it on down there, it kind of just overlaps this area here. Alright, so that's that piece. I'm trying to see what would be best for the face. Okay, so I do see that they put something black behind her, so the eyes will have some darkness behind them, but you know what, I'm just going to use a scrap of paper and just trim it down, and I think that'll work. Let's see if this will, yep, not too big. That was, look at that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put this down real quick and put a little piece of that black paper there. Okay, that gives us that little coloring. And let's put his little red hat together before we go there. So you have the red, we have the white here. And pop that on. And, oh, there we go. I was wondering what the little white dot was for. I forgot about his little thing here. There we go. And then that's going to go on his little head. And it looks like they put the beard on before they put that. So let's put this back here. So now he's coming together. We got his little beard here. And I'm just looking at this picture. So the beard goes down and then that goes over it. And then the nose. So I am going to put some glue here because I'm not sure exactly where we're going with this. Let's see. Oh, he looks like the little Santa from the cartoon when he takes his little hat off when he's like at home. That is so cute. So his little ears don't end up really showing up, but they're just there for us to know they're there, I suppose. I'm trying to see how high up I want this. Bring it down a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. I went too high up. Alright, let's wipe away some of this glue. And then this little nose. We've got that deeper color. And oopsie. There we go. Okay, so now we can put his little hat on. Again, you know, if you don't have it right on, like I brought it down, if it was up, he looks cute either way. I think mine's still probably a little higher up than... And I can see his ears now. Is this one? See here? You know what happened here in this one? It doesn't have ears. Do you see this? The image they have there. And sometimes they render stuff before they actually put out the item. So he has ears, they're sticking out, but they're not in the picture. So that's why I was thrown off a little bit. But that's okay. Alright. So there's that. We have pretty much his whole top part done. We need his arms. And what I'll do with his little arms is I'll just put the little white cuffs on before we play with them too much. So he has this here and a little white cuff here. And I'm just going to set those down. Very easy. And then it comes with these little hands. And it cuts out 2 of them at once. And I suppose it depends on what you want to do with the gifts, where you want to put it. So the little hand is supposed to go over the gift. So if you want to put it in his left hand or his right hand, that's up to you. You have gloves for both. So it looks like he's holding it like this. I guess you could put it on both hands. I don't know. Maybe you don't have to. See how they just use the one side with the glove because they're going to put it in his little hand here. So, alright. And then we have our gift. Again, you don't have to cut it out just from white. We could have cut it out with a different accent color. Make it pop a little bit. But I'm going to just do what they're doing in the image there, pretty much. So cute. I think they did line it in gold, though. In this little image, there's like a little gold behind there, even though they didn't show it here. Okay. And then, which little glove goes on this one? The one that has a little thumb, this one. So I want you to see the little thumb. There's like a little divot there that's supposed to go behind the gift. Like this. So cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to put the glue afterwards, but maybe it's easier to put the glue down than stick his little hand there. Okay. And we're not going to quite use that yet. I'm going to go ahead and put his head on. Alright, there we go. And I suppose it's high or low, you just want to put the head. It's your Santa, do what you like. I think I did mine a little higher than they have. And then we're just going to put this down on the back. So again, what I do like their dies are that they have a lot of character dies. They're not super tiny, you know. I've worked with dies before that are really, really small. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that again because it's too much. And then you can, you know, you want their arms up, down, however you want to put his little hand. Whatever he's doing. There you go. And then over here we're going to put his little gift. Pretty much covering up the whole thing anyhow. And then we're going to put this little hand down. So it looks like he's holding that. See that? Okay. I'm going to wait till this sets up a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut out a gold buckle, remember, from that one set. And I'll be right back. So we have that. Oh, popped right out. Look at that. I don't even have to do anything with it. And there's our S. It's an S, so make sure it's facing how you like. I guess either way it's an S, but it looks like it's capital, like this tall part should be on the top part. Oh, actually they have the taller part underneath. So, there you go. I'm just going to put a little glue on this little cutie. I love their gold double-sided paper. It's ridiculously cool. And just there. Aww. So cute. Move that up a little bit. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is on his little legs is put his shoes. I overlooked the boots. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut down some A2 size paper to mat into our A2 size card. And I'll talk about those sizes when I come back. I think that is it. Okay, so I'll be right back so we can assemble our card. He's so cute. That little gold accent just knocks me out. All right. So as you're going to assemble your card, they do like to, I've noticed this a lot with Spellbinders, they go to the very edge. If you want to keep a little border like we like to do with matting, you know, do that. Do whatever you like. But I did cut it down to go to the very edge. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is also from the paper pack, as you can see right here on the front. And then I cut it so that you have the short stripes, so it's not long ways, right? And this is 1 inch because it doesn't really tell you. Yeah, but I think it's cute to do about 1 inch, I suppose. And then I think the other piece is from the die cut pack. That little border right there, the little scallop. So again, I mean, there's just tons of stuff in here that's just super cute. And I usually do a video with like a card and then a quick card, but I think this is probably going to be a little bit long enough having done what we did. So I'm going to leave that. So let's go. All right, I am going to use a dry adhesive, but if you have problems layering, use a wet adhesive so you have a little time to kind of move it around, because this one's going to be pretty much the whole card top. And make sure your card is facing the right way, right? Done that before. Let's see here. That's pretty good. Okay, and this bottom strip. Again, I cut it 1 inch just because it didn't say, but I figured it's about 1 inch by 4 1/4. Okay, and then we have this cute little thing, which looks like what they used. I don't know. It might not be, to be honest, but I think it is. Let me see. Will this cut evenly? No. So what I'm going to do is just find a spot that looks best, like there. And then we're going to cut off the excess, okay? But I'm going to use a wet glue on this one because it's a little bit smaller. So hopefully that makes sense of what I'm saying. If I put it like this, you have a full scallop and then the end's going to be cut off kind of funky. So if you put it in between scallops on both ends, it won't be as noticeable that you're in between scallops. Cute. Oh, that's a little bit crooked, so I'll just keep going. There we go. All right. So there's our card base, and then all we're gonna do is get our little legs. Put a little. This is gonna be so cute. Dimensional adhesive, which is in your kit. One of our little guys here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so wherever you want to place him, we're gonna place him right here. I'm going to put that little dimensional foam right there. Okay, and then we're going to come in with this guy. You're not just going to stick him down with the one foam, so what I would do is you can either cut pieces off this foam like this, which is what I like to do when I have a larger piece anyway. Be careful. And maybe I'll put a piece up here, a little higher up. Maybe, yeah, we'll just use that whole thing. Like here, behind his little arms where it doesn't show. And then that last piece will be held there, right? So there's our foam for him. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to see where I want to put him, just like here. All right, guys, I have a feeling I'm going to laugh because this is always the kind of thing I just crack up, but we'll see what happens. Oh, look at his little legs. Yes, I am simple. I'm very simple. Cute that is. Oh my gosh. It's easy to get a laugh out of me, I guess. Oh my gosh. And if you wanted to, I suppose you can bring him down a little bit further. I don't know. I just put him wherever, so for the next one I'll have an idea. But that is too cute. Oh my gosh. All right. He says, better not pout. And you can pop this up if you like. Put it however you want. I think I moved him over a little bit too far, but maybe I did put him a little too far. Yeah. Let me see if no, I can't do that right now. What do we think? Do you think I should just take this out and maybe put it on the other side? I could do that. Yep, I just slipped it right out. I think what I'm going to do is put him on this side. That's a little bit better. Okay. So I didn't glue it in very well that first time. Which is good for this. And I think I'm just going to leave it flat because he's already dimensional as he is, so. Alright, got that there. So I did switch that out a little bit. I could have just put it on the same, you know, put it back over here, just tucked it in. It's a little bit smaller because it was just a little bit too long. But that's fine. And then what I'll do is, they use the glimmer foil probably from this month's pack here to put a little sentiment down here. But since I have a lot of things going on over here, let me see what this looks like. We have Season's Greetings. Let me go through this pack and find something that we can put down. Oh, like I like the Merry Christmas. Oh, that's pretty. I love it. Cute. I was going to take some time to go through, but I really like that one. I mean, there's tons in here. There's a lot of red, but... And then, let me see if there's something... No. Jingle bells. No, we already have words over there. Nope. You know, I'll probably do something else. I'll do something else in just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to stick that down right there. And then we have, again, tons of stickers, other things we can stick down, but I think what I'll do... Well, you know what? It doesn't need anything. I was going to say, maybe I want to put some of these little sequins here, but then there's a lot going on, so I think that's it. I think this is it. And again, we can puffy up that, give it a little dimension, but I'm going to stick it down for now. That way we're focusing on our little Santa. Put that there, we're a few lines in. How far are we in here? Yeah, that's about right. There it is. Super cute. Hopefully you guys like the tutorial, and if you have this coming your way or if you already got it, let me know. I would love to know. And again, the links will be in the description box to pick it up if that's something you're interested in. Super cute. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.